The conclusion to the end 2099, super late on this, I know. But the drama that went down and the artwork to be witnessed was just too epic to pass up. So let's take a look at what happened here. And just look at this first panel banger of Black Panther 2099 holding up the foot of Abyssal Giant Man. This panel's fucking sick. I'm definitely buying the trade paperback day one. Comes out next month, I think. And then we went to this next panel of Hyperion Annex fucking blasting House of M Scarlet Witch in the face. Gene Davidson Strange right behind him. Sick ass fit with the cyberpunk boots. And then in this next panel we had Miguel O'Hara fighting Abyssal Carnage. But Spidey 3099 pulled up for a sneak attack from behind, stabbed his ass with his antibody blades. Because in 3099, he stated that symbiotes are an airborne virus. Oh, and this panel's amazing. The two Red Hulks fucking banging it out. Ross Romero's 2099 design, amazing. Because his gamma fuel makes him fly. Hyperion Annex states that Red Hulk is drunk on the power primordial he sees in his cells. 2099 Hulk is fighting Abyssal Daredevil, and he sees Red Hulk dropping in and shit, so he's all like, I got bigger conversations Hulk to Hulk, but he needs to be taken out ASAP, so he gets fucking double teamed by 3099 and 2099. Look at this panel. Miguel's plan is to shut all the null seeds down by having 3099 stab him with his antibody blades, and then 2099 Red and Green Hulks decide to team up and beat the shit out of Thaddeus once and for all, while Baddie Strange is handling Abyssal US Agent. It's a fucking war zone out here. We're not gonna witness another event like this for like maybe 5 years. Look at Zombie Blade looking like a straight monster. I hope he gets a solo series. And then we go to Mephisto and Abyss walking side by side on the battlefield just talking shit to each other. Smart ass comments from both of them, no one's backing down. Imagine if these motherfuckers teamed up, we're fucked. And then in this panel, we find out Mephisto is still in Hell and on Viadrome, but Surfer 2099 visits him to make a deal not on his behalf, but on Blood Wielders, which is Dracula's herald name for Abyss. Another epic panel of Logan Nova blasting Abyssal Nova in the face with a Nova Force gun. Meanwhile, the two Hulks are trying to handle Thaddeus. Red 2099 is trying to use a hyperspace jump to decapitate him, but they get caught off guard because the planet starts to erupt and creates a volcanic blast that fucking incinerates everybody. Thaddeus just stands there and takes it. Abyssal Logan, his fucking face is melted off. Cut back to Miguel and 3099, and 3099's bodysuit itself can actually create a venom synthesis, a type of antibody poison called an immunocyte, suspension programmed to eat symbiote cells until it starves. This is what they need to win the war, so they go around and start slicing everyone up. Double dose for the Abyssal Scarlet Witch. Amazing panel. The Spider-Men are really the MVP of this story, and it actually starts working. The Null Seeds are being destroyed. Baddie Strange is letting everyone know that the Null Seeds dulled their minds and stoked their bloodlust, and that together they can finally— oh shit, she gets fucking blasted by 616, Cyclops, and Jean. They haven't changed their minds yet, and Jean says that they're not the only ones who feel that way because the thought's still hovering in the air. But Cyclops gets his fucking visor melted by 2099 Cyclops. Bitch, that's for attacking Baddie Strange. And he takes over control of 616's optic blast. But then 616 Jean retaliates and rips his fucking eye out. But then 2099 Phoenix sees this and says, oh hell no bitch, nobody hurt Cyclops but me. Look at this metal ass panel. 2099 Phoenix looks like a fucking battlefield warrior with a sword and shit. And then all of a sudden we get another firestorm attack. Motherfuckers are being incinerated again? Miguel says, where the fuck are we? We're not on a battlefield anymore. And it's motherfucking Mephisto. Welcome to hell, my warriors. Here the true battle awaits. You are now the secret defenders of 2099. Holy shit, nice ending panel right here. Now we about to plan a raid on the negative zone. Moving into issue 4, amazing covers as always. Both the primary and variants have good artists on it. We continue with Mephisto selecting a handful of heroes for a sneak mission, but they're pissed that he brought them down there because they're still heroes up above ground dying for the cause. Mephisto tells them that the plan is to go to the negative zone to get the ultimate nullifier. The function is simple: complete elimination of any target, even the Abyss. The weapon is well guarded. You're gonna have to steal it from the new master, Antithesis. He is one soul sharing countless bodies. Meanwhile, above ground, 4 spiders bleeding for 4 universes. It's really up to 3099 right now. And his spider suit looking so slick. Kind of an art style change right here, he looks a little bit better. Abyss and Mephisto still chirping each other on the sideline. Spider-Woman tries to talk sense to Miles, while 3099 does the same thing to Spider-Girl. Even though they're not affected anymore, they still feel like they need to fight for their universes, but Miles has his electric shock, so he shocks the ground and takes out all the spiders. 616 Jean is trying to Phoenix fire some of the heroes, but Baddie Strange deflects with a defensive shield, along with the 2 Captain Americas. Strange and Jean have their standoff, but then she gets fucking 2v1 sneak attacked, cause Scarlet Witch comes up behind her and starts choking her ass. And then boom bitch, Blood Wielder drops on the battlefield with a bang. Abyss starts chirping again. Scheme if you like, devil. Mephisto says shut up bitch, hits him with Hellfire to the face because part of him is still god of symbiotes, susceptible to fire. We cut to the spiders and they got Miles webbed up to prevent him from using his shock. Abyss pulls his sword on Mephisto. Bitch, try that shit again. Now we're in the negative zone. Nice shot of the heroes. 2099 Red Hulk is cosmically aware, so he can already sense the nullifier. Either that or Antithesis. But they're already discovered because Antithesis is sort of like a hive mind. Contact with the blood brings death of the self on a molecular level. And one of them pukes on Doc Ock 2099 and he just instantly turns. Don't let him puke on you. It's too late. He's already attacking Hulk. Pukes on Hulk, but Hulk's gamma is fighting to kill off the lifeblood. And that energy's got to go somewhere explosively. So Hulk gives it back and explodes 2099 on Doc Ock. We're losing people too fast. Radioactive Man is willing to make a sacrifice play, blow himself up, to take out a bunch of them and let the other heroes escape. Miguel is tired of all the sacrificing, but Hyperion just flies him out. Boom. R.I.P. Radioactive Man. And Miguel's pissed. This isn't over, Hyperion. You had no right to pull me away. Hyperion says, man, we got a mission to take care of. They all argue but come to an understanding that sacrifice will be necessary in order to get the dub. But aw shit, he's here. The motherfucking Antithesis. And he's basically a nihilist 2099. And he looks fucking metal. The one true heart of the negative zone. There can be no other. Yet here you are, so singular and disgusting. Blade says, as soon as Abyss consumes us, he'll come for the negative zone. Antithesis says, yeah, you're right, but bitch, I already have the ultimate nullifier. He ain't consuming shit. But Hyperion gets brave, attacks, and tries to take the ultimate nullifier. I will humble this beast and tear the nullifier from his lifeless hands. But then Antithesis gets a grip on him. Bitch, those same hands will rip you to pieces. I'll admit you're strong and you might even crack my shell in hours, but sadly you have far less. And he just shoves Hyperion in his chest, fucking absorbs him like an engine. Holy shit. And Hyperion is gone, RIP. Heroes are shook. Miguel's like, Hyperion, no! All these villains are metal as fuck. Mephisto, Abyss, and now we got Antithesis. What a grim future. But we moving into the final issue, number 5. Sick-ass variant with Surfer versus Dracula. Starting off with a sick-ass panel. I just love this artwork. Abyss tells Mephisto, Devil, I can't wait to soup upon Universe 2099 like a fatted cow. While Mephisto's all like, keep talking, bitch, I got something sneaky for yo ass. Meanwhile, back in the negative zone, just 5 heroes left. Miguel, Blade, Nova, Red Hulk, and Star-Lord. But it's not enough. Antithesis is just bullying them. Look how big he is compared to them. They don't stand a fucking chance. But Logan Nova let loose the raw Nova Force, no pistol to temper the charge, and fucking incinerated his arms in the process. Enough time for Blade to snatch the nullifier. Nova makes his sacrifice play. You call yourself the Lifeblood? That's an invitation to bleed, motherfucker! Fucking charges at him like a savage, while Red Hulk readies the hyperspace jump. Let him fight a galaxy to save a universe. We gotta get the nullifier out of here. Antithesis says, useless human, you have no future here but agony. While Nova responds with, ain't nothing new, bub. You're stuck here with me, bitch, so let's dance. Nova goes out like a G. While back on Viadrome, Baddie Strange is using Time God magic against Jean and Scarlet Witch. While Punisher, 2099, and Spider-Woman are back to back, engaging Super Automatic, blast his ass. But Super Auto's got a cost because his sidearm's cooked. And then fucking Red Hulk drops in again, he's still alive? US Agent 2099 Cap 2v1 his ass. Baddie Strange is still holding off the Witch and the Phoenix. She opens up portals to get everybody else out of the way. But oh shit, Blood Wielder came in and sliced her fucking hand off. Dracula should know better than to fuck with the Sorcerer's Supreme, and then in comes Silver Surfer 2099. If you seek to tip the scales, Blood Wielder, you will find me in your way. But then boom, bitch, the heroes are back from the negative zone. And they got the ultimate nullifier. Abyss sees it and he gets shooked. I thought you motherfuckers were dead. Blood Wielder, Abyssals, slay the sheep and bring the weapon to me. While Blood Wielder's all like, fuck that shit, bitch, the weapon's targeted at you. Fear only holds power until there's something far more greater, and the nullifier is more of a threat than you are. Abyss gets pissed. Oh, fuck this shit, your worlds will suffer the price. Y'all are a pack of wounded pups who believe themselves to be wolves. And he starts consuming the planet, ready to take out everybody. But Dracula and Surfer are spitting deep logic. You are 2 in 1, Abyss, Null and Galactus. And Galactus ain't no mere host, he's older than the universe itself. The Galactus part of Abyss hears it, and starts to overwhelm, take over the Null part, grabbing his face, ripping off the symbiote. Null part is fighting back. Galen, after so many worlds we consumed, you rebel now? I am the god of darkness and I will not be bucked. Galactus responds, for an immortal you are ill-versed in the concept of patience, Null. Such mistakes can at last be corrected. Now I will show the King in Black who the true devourer is. No, you son of a bitch! No, the god in black gets fucking absorbed by Big G Galactus. And then Mephisto's laughing in the background. Haha, Memento, how unexpected. Look at that. Galactus has a heart after all. While Blood Wielder and Surfer are standing by. Keep your word, Mephisto. Return the living to their universes, whole and healed. Dracula says, you only won because I told you the location of the nullifier, devil. Now I want a prize for it. So Mephisto gives him Galactus's heart, and Surfer starts tripping. What the fuck did you do that for? You know what he's gonna do with that kind of power? Mephisto's all like, chill. Our truce is over. Now get the fuck out of here, Surfer. Snaps his ass away. But his devious ass lied again because he does know a deeper truth that'll happen in the future and it has something to do with Spider-Man 3099. This isn't the last time we're gonna see him, we will see him again. And Logan Nova actually survived the negative zone, but he's stranded. Antithesis is down for the count right now. Star-Lord teams up with Planet Wakanda. The X-Men are thriving right now, but Punisher's back in stasis. 2099, Spider-Woman, Daredevil, and Miguel O'Hara are patrolling the city yet again. Because Spider-Man 2099 will always be on the front lines. Nice ending panel right here. And that was a peak sci-fi ass story. And you wouldn't even be able to adapt this in live action. It's just too much CGI, too much practical effects, too many characters, too high of a budget to handle this type of project. What an amazing story. Can't wait to see more 2099. Alright, I'm done yapping. See ya.